fire, we will douse it with the speed of light. And that is the commitment we make this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ghana National Fire Service. Shall we now receive Ghana Prison Service? Please let's clap for my brother as he comes.
IGP, service commanders, officials from the Electoral Commission, all protocol observed. I want to once again thank all of you for the great work you are doing for Mother Ghana in the development of our democracy. As Election Security Task Force, we are once again called for duty. And I want to assure the IGP and the Electoral Commission that as committed members, the Ghana Prison Service is always ready to deploy men to support this noble cause. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The last but not the least, we shall hear from the Ghana Armed Forces. Please let's clap for the rep of the CDS as he comes.
The IG, and I want to stand in the existing protocol to say that we have done the bigger one, which was across the nation. And this one is concentrated. Earlier speakers have said that we don't have to take things for granted. I also believe the same. But on part of the Ghana Armed Forces, we are ready and willing, and we are concentrated to support the lead institutions as they carry out this important exercise that is ahead of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And from the National Commission on Civic Education, please let's receive Madam Kathleen Addy, the chairperson.
Thank you very much. The IGP, I wish to stand on all existing protocol. My message is to the people of Ghana, particularly the people of Abluma North, just to say that we all know that we are in a democracy, and elections is part of the democratic culture and system. And in every election, there is a winner and a loser. There is no middle ground. There's never been. Even in the general elections, we had a winner and we had a loser. So in this election, I want to urge the people of Ghana, particularly the people of Abluma North, to accept the results as declared by the Electoral Commission. This is the way to build the democracy. We cannot continue to insist that we have won all the time. That is why we have institutions that have proven track record of credibility. So I am urging all of us to conclude the 2024 election completely by accepting the last set of results that are going to be declared for Abluma North. For politicians, I'm sure they all understand that we live to fight another day, isn't it? It's not the end of the world to lose, and it's actually not the end of the world to win as well. So let's all bear that in mind as we try to conclude this important exercise. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson of the NCCE. Officers, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the session. We shall soon depart for a photography session, after which the security heads will leave us. And if the technical committee still have matters outstanding, you continue your meeting afterwards. Shall we please rise as our leaders take leave of us? We'll have the photography in front of the main headquarters reception. Protocol will direct us, please. So technical for any. Yes, sir.
Testing,
Please,
hello,
we don't
testing,
want
one,
us
two.
to rush our business on at the entrance, so kindly wait, let
Hello,
them
testing, one,
exit,
two,
and
hello,
then we'll
testing,
go
one,
after
two.
them. Thank you. Members of the Police Management Board, technical committee members, we all take part in the photograph, please. No, please. Thank you all for coming, our friends from the media. We are grateful for your time.
Hello.
Seeing on your screen at the moment is the end of a live event from the Ghana Police Service where stakeholders, including the police service, the Electoral Commission, the NCCE and other security agencies have been discussing the fate of Abluma North. You may well know that this constituency still does not have a member of parliament because of outstanding issues over there, the inability of the Electoral Commission to collate the results for Abluma North constituency. This afternoon, the Electoral Commission, this morning, the police, the Electoral Commission have been indicating the way forward for the constituents and the constituency at large. We know that the Electoral Commission, or the police rather, has asked the Electoral Commission to provide Election Security Task Force with a roadmap with respect to date and place for collation. The reason the police has said this is because they say they are not in charge of that. Now, remember that the police's position on this is as a result of the Electoral Commission's own position that they will collate the results when they hear from the police service providing them adequate security to be able to conduct the collation of results for Abluma North. Let's head now to the police headquarters where our correspondent Crosby Annan, who's been following this story closely, is at the moment. Crosby, go over it again. What have we heard from the police, the Electoral Commission, the NCCE on Abluma North?
Right, Kemini, so with the background you've given concerning the happenings at Abluma North after the December 7 elections, up until today, we still do not have a clear winner for the Abluma North constituency parliamentary elections. Now, there's some 3 outstanding polling stations to present their results to aid in the collation exercise to know who will eventually win the Abluma North constituency. Already, the 2 parliamentary candidates, they have hitherto been claiming that they have won the parliamentary elections on the ticket of the NDC and the NPP, and that has been one of the reasons why we've not been able to bring finality to this. But this meeting is not the first the police has held, or the Election Security Task Force has held amongst themselves on how to find a roadmap towards collating the Abluma North constituency results. In fact, within the week, the police met with the Election Security Task Force that had the Electoral Commission present, other security agencies as well present, and they pledged their commitment to provide security for the Abluma North recollation. Now, if you like, there was some, I don't want to call it blame game, but that's what it looked like, because the Electoral Commission was insisting that they were waiting on the police service, on the Ghana police, to provide security for the recollation exercise. Now the police is telling us that they are waiting for a roadmap from the Electoral Commission, and that roadmap has to do with place and time, technicalities on what the Electoral Commission will require of the police service when it comes to providing adequate security for the Electoral Commission officials to be able to recollate the Abluma North parliamentary results. So, speaking today, That's what the IGP has said, that the EC should provide the Election Security Task Force with a roadmap in respect to date and place for the collation. Whether or not it would happen at the same place where all the other attempts happened that unfortunately failed, or maybe the Electoral Commission, through advice from security service agencies, would want to change the venue for the recollation exercise. Well, the Electoral Commission has also been speaking, and other security agencies have also been talking. There have been several attempts to conclude the collation of the Abluma North constituency results. That's according to Mr. Samuel Tete of the Electoral Commission. But he's very optimistic that today's meeting, after this opening ceremony, if you like, there's another closed-door meeting that will happen. He's optimistic that the closed-door meeting will bring an end to the issue surrounding the collation of results in the Abluma North constituency. Other security service agencies present, the customs, for instance, fire service, the military present, they are also telling us that they are ready to provide the needed security for the elections, the collation to happen smoothly. The National Commission for Civic Education, and Kemini, you spoke about that a while ago. Kathleen Addy, she's also been talking, and she's urging all the supporters of the various parties that they should be willing to accept whichever result that comes out of the collation exercise. The political cycle is long. There'll be another 4 years, and the aspirants could contest again, and maybe they could win. So he's asking that they accept whichever result that will be declared after the collation of the Abluma North constituency result. Essentially, that is what has been happening here. The Electoral Commission was represented by Mr. Samuel Tete. There was also some other officials of the Electoral Commission. The IGP himself was here, and he was also speaking, calling for finality to the impasse at the Abluma North constituency. So, Kemini, that is what has been happening here so far.
Indeed. You know, it would appear that the Electoral Commission and the police have now come to an agreement on how to proceed, and like you have rightly told us, the Electoral Commission now is supposed to provide a roadmap. Did Samuel Tete give any indication as to when there will be that roadmap presented, and perhaps what timelines they are working with at this point?
Well, unfortunately, Kemini, we don't have the roadmap yet. We don't have when this will be done. That we expect to happen at the end of the closed-door meeting between the police and the Electoral Commission. I'm talking about the entire National Election Security Task Force. But the expectation is that the people of Abluma North, they have been denying parliamentary representation for what? For the entire period up until now. And they also deserve to be represented in Parliament. The constituents deserve the benefits that a member of Parliament will bring to the constituency. They deserve to have representation in Parliament when it comes to, having their views represented on the floor of Parliament in decision-making process. So the stakes are very high, the expectations very high of the Electoral Commission and the Security Task Force to ensure that it happens as soon as possible, Kemini.
Very well. And I'm going back to earlier when I talked about the police saying they were not in charge. They had indicated that they were not arbiters of electoral results. The Electoral Commission is. What exactly was the police driving at with that?
So that is somewhat related to the fact that because of the positions taken by the Electoral Commission and the police service, the thinking of many was that the police service has a role to play, or is playing a role in the delay process, in the delay of the announcement of the result at the Abluma North constituency. But saying that the IGP is seeking to let the entire population know that this is only to provide security. When the Electoral Commission is ready to collate the results of the elections, they don't have any role to play when it comes to the counting process, the collation process, the declaration process. This is to ensure that they have the men and the women available, to ensure the Electoral Commission officials present are properly protected. They are given the adequate protection. Again, because of the interest in the Abluma North constituency, the entrenched positions taken by the various factors there. So essentially that is what he's saying, that they are not arbiters of election results. The Electoral Commission is, they are ready to provide security just like their mandate requires of them.
Crosby, do we know if the political parties themselves were also represented, considering they are a key stakeholder in this process?
Well, during the introductions by the police service, and if you're looking at the order of activity here, we do not see any of the political parties present or represented here. None of the candidates was also, I'm talking about Irab now being of the NDC, the 2024 parliamentary candidate for Abluma North, and Nana Ikyo Usrafri of the NPP, also the candidate for the Abluma North constituency. They were both not present here. And I can also tell you that both the NPP and the NDC were not spotted here in this opening ceremony. Perhaps they may be involved during the closed-door session. We don't know that yet because we will not be there. But the expectation is that they will take the views of all other stakeholders, everybody who has a stake in the Abluma North constituency. Their views will be heard, and it will help the Election Security Task Force made up of the Electoral Commission, the police service, the customs, immigration, fire service, prisons, and the military. I'm talking about the defense as well. All of them will come together, plus the political parties, to finally bring an end to all the hullabaloo at the Abluma North constituency. So maybe in the coming days, the Abluma North constituency will then have representation in Parliament. We'll have somebody to speak for them in Parliament, and that person would be one of these two women.
Indeed. Crosby, I also see that there was no opportunity to ask questions, but only yesterday the president had given an update on the fact that investigations were ongoing in some electoral violence and deaths. Did the police take the opportunity to address this issue and give an update?
Well, unfortunately, Kemini, that did not come up here at all. When the Inspector General of Police took the lectern to start to speak, he went straight up into issues concerning the Abluma North constituency. He was very direct at that. He did not, introduce other elements into the conversation. Equally important, of course, but he limited himself to the happenings at Abluma North constituency and the way forward.
Very well, Crosby, whatever here. Thank you so much for talking to us. Crosby Annan joined us from the Ghana Police Service head office, where stakeholders in elections, including the Ghana Police Service, the Electoral Commission and the NCCE, have been discussing the way forward for Abluma North, that outstanding constituency, still with no MP for 5 months into the 9th Parliament, and we'll continue to follow the story, bring you more in subsequent broadcasts. But as you've heard, perhaps by the close of today, we'll know the way forward, the roadmap towards getting an MP for Abluma North. At this particular meeting, the political parties were not present. We look forward to how this unfolds the rest of the day, and we'll update you here on TV3. I'm Kemini Amano.
Big match. Confirm your participation. Place bets on sports. You can receive promotional tickets. Take part in the prize drawings. Get a chance to receive weekly cashback. You can use promo code to get welcome bonus.
Mothers are the beacons of our lives, guiding us through life's challenges with their selfless love, tireless dedication, and unwavering support. As we celebrate Mother's Day, TV3 and 3FM in partnership with Airport View Hotel invite you to a celebration of motherhood at Dining with Mama, happening on the 11th of May 2025 at 12 p.m. at the Avi Event Center in Airport Residential. Get carried away by live band music, a sumptuous buffet lunch, refreshing drinks, thrilling games, exciting giveaways, and amazing performances by PSA Esther, MOG Music, Max Praise and Reynolds the Gentleman. Treat your mom like royalty and make her feel like the queen she is at the TV3 and 3FM Dining with Mama lunch event on the 11th of May at the Abbey Event Center near Airport View Hotel in Airport Residential from 12 p.m. Grab your tickets now by calling or texting us on 0247 120 633 or 0532 200 927 or 0531 100 927. Dining with Mama, celebrating your mom like royalty. Powered by TV3 and 3FM 92.7.